Hey, what's up, guys? We are here in San Bernardino, in California. I'm standing at the site of the first McDonald's before Ray Kroc bought the McDonald's franchise from the McDonald's brother. This is privately owned, and let's go and check what we can see in this place.
The McDonald brothers were born in poverty in Manchester, New Hampshire. Their parents were Margaret and Patrick J. McDonald, a married couple of Irish immigrants who came to the United States as children. The McDonald brothers also had three sisters. In the late 1930s, the McDonalds moved to Hollywood, California, where the brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald began working as set movers and handymen at motion picture studios. In 1937, their father opened the Airdrome, a food stand near Monrovia Airport, with hot dogs being one of the first items sold. Hamburgers were later added to the menu at the cost of 10 cents with all-you-can-drink orange juice at 5 cents. In 1940, Maurice and Richard moved the entire building 40 miles in San Bernardino, California. The restaurant was renamed McDonald's Barbecue and had 25 menu items. In 1948, after the McDonald brothers realized that most of their profits came from selling hamburgers, and their clientele did not care to stick around when they were finished eating, they closed down their successful car hop drive-in to establish a streamlined system with a simple menu which consisted of only hamburgers, cheeseburgers, potato chips, coffee, soft drinks, and apple pie. After the first year, potato chips and the pie were swapped out for French fries and milkshakes. The brothers took great care in setting up their kitchen like an assembly line to ensure maximum efficiency. The restaurant's name was changed again, this time to simply McDonald's, and reopened on December 12, 1948. In April 1952, the brothers decided they needed an entirely new building in order to achieve two goals: further efficiency improvements and a more eye-catching appearance. They collected recommendations for an architect and chose Stanley Clark Meston. The brothers and Meston worked together closely in the design of their new building. They achieved the extra efficiencies they needed, drawing the actual measurements of every piece of equipment in chalk on a tennis court behind the McDonald house. The new restaurant's design achieved a high level of noticeability due to gleaming surfaces of red and white ceramic tile, stainless steel, brightly colored sheet metal and glass, pulsing red, white, yellow, and green neon, and the famous golden arches. A third smaller arch sign at the roadside hosted a pudgy character in a chef's hat, known as Speedy, striding across the top, trimmed in animated neon. Further marketing techniques were implemented to change McDonald's from a sit-down restaurant to a fast food chain. They used such things as turning off the heating to prevent people wanting to stay so long, fixed and angled seating so the customer will sit over their food, prompting them to eat faster, spreading the seats farther apart so being less of a sociable place to dine in, and giving their customers branded cone-shaped cups, forcing them to hold their drink while eating, which will speed up the eating process. The new restaurant was a success, and with the goal of making 1 million before they turned 50.
Take video on
Okay.
if you guys have time, they're open next door. No training here.
Okay, thank you.
The brothers began franchising their system in 1953, beginning with a restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona, operated by Neil Fox. Their second franchisee was the team of Fox brother-in-law Roger Williams and Burdett Landon. Williams and Landon opened their stand on August 18, 1953 at Downey, California. Today, it has the distinction of being the oldest surviving McDonald's restaurant. The Downey stand was never required to comply with the McDonald's Corporation remodeling and updating request over the years because it was franchised not by the McDonald's Corporation but by the McDonald brothers themselves. The business was eventually purchased by Ray Kroc, who turned the McDonald's restaurant chain into the corporate juggernaut it is today, and the McDonald's brothers' original restaurant was completely forgotten. Well, almost.
Those are the replacements.
The original restaurant building was demolished in 1971, and the site began to fade into history, finally being foreclosed upon in 1998. At the time, prominent businessman, active philanthropist, and Inland Empire personality Albert Okura, who also owned the chicken chain Juan Pollo, two other local museums, and the town of Amboy, purchased the site. Okura had always been a huge fan of McDonald's and cites the chain as his inspiration to go into fast food. Okura moved Juan Pollo's corporate headquarters to the site and built a new building where the restaurant once stood to serve as a museum, right next to the original sign. Okura filled the space with toys, signs, old place equipment, fiberglass statues, and any McDonald's related, even assembling the world's largest collection of pre-Kroc McDonald's memorabilia. Today, the museum boasts an excellent collection of memorabilia from the motion picture The Founder, the story of Ray Kroc and the McDonald's brothers, as well as collections of McDonald's promo swag from around the world. But the McDonald's Corporation has never taken too kindly to the arches on this property. After Kroc's purchase, the company forced the McDonald's brothers to change the name of their original restaurant when they left the McDonald company, and then opened up a competing licensed McDonald's across the street. Years later, they sued Albert Okura and the unofficial McDonald's Museum for the use of McDonald's trademark despite the museum being run on donations and serving to foster a sense of pride in the community. Today, the collections have only grown and improved, and the museum continues to flourish.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, saying this will be the day that I die. Oh, and this will be the day that I die. And did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in a God above if the Bible tells you so? Believe in rock and roll? Can mortal music save your soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye.
Hey guys, so this wraps up our tour of the first McDonald's. Until next time, bye! So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment. Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit